What follows is a list of my personal realizations of this lifetime. Realizations from attempts to share reality with everyone I have come into direct physical contact with, as well as people who I've shared more indirect cognitive space. Think about social media, remote team members, remote family members. This list of knowings shape and adapt my own behavior as long as I remain present in each live exchange. This usually results in wonderful realizations about myself, often helping others to also reflect on their own experiences. First and foremost, compassion. We should live a shared reality built on indiscriminate compassion for oneself and for every other living thing. Compassion is the indiscriminate support and realized love for every aspect of life. I personally know that realizing compassion is the purpose for our existence. I set out each day to rebalance the scales of separation and pain towards reunion and compassion. I have lived this knowing since age 6. It may sound a little bit odd or boastful. Hang on, I'll explain it throughout my site. Life has been very blissful while I have remembered this. Inclusion. To be truly indiscriminate, we must be fully inclusive in all life action. Action has essentially two parts: thinking and moving. We move our thoughts to life through verbal and physical influence of one another and the environment that we share. The action cycle has 3 steps. First, individuals think. Then, groups interact on those thoughts. And finally, hopefully, groups, not just individuals, but groups, retrospect on the impact of that shared action. Hopefully, this leads to individuals replacing belief with experiential knowing, and society adapts based upon agreed upon shared reality. To include new ideas and movement from others, we must first assume that we do not know everything or most things. As we age, this becomes crystal clear. We eventually learn that the only mistake to fear is life action which excludes others. We learn that individual isolation, whether ourself or other, is the cause of all our collective pain. To allow in all of life's possibilities requires the utmost vulnerability. Vulnerable self-discovery is the key. To be truly vulnerable, offering up the most genuine you to life is an absolute must. Understanding your connection with others and the environment shows you that you are fully supported and safe within life's design. As you lose your fear, which usually lacks an objective basis in shared reality, you begin to behave in compassionate, inclusive ways, which proves to you just how safe you truly are. Thoughts are the ancestor to action or inaction. Beliefs are the ancestor to thought. If we expect to have new experiences, we must act in new, unexpected ways. We must learn to observe things as they truly are, without judgment. To see things as they truly are, we must pay full attention without any intention for our own sake. Expectations of how we think things should be, often for our own narrow self-interests, creates a blind spot. Eventually, our beliefs are based only on shared knowings. Our intention becomes all-inclusive and trustworthy once again as a result. This prevents filtering that limits our awareness of life's intricate connections. Experience should trump belief. To understand your connection in life, replace all belief in favor of personal, direct experience shared with others. Feeling your impact shapes your knowing, which retires beliefs that were handed to you out of prejudice, judging without personal experience. To feel, you must act without preformed conclusions about what you might experience. We feel through the five senses. The most trustworthy sense, which cannot be lost, is touch. Sight and hearing are externally biased. Smell and taste are internally biased. Touch is unifying and is the ultimate path to remembering our origin. Study physics and you'll see that the other four senses are also touch reliant. Presence yields acceptance. To proclaim a knowing is to accept life as it truly is, without concern for yourself or for those you care for. To accept the current moment, we must have been fully present in each inevitable prior moment that led to the current experience. To be and remain present is to know and consistently own the values expressed herein. Presence yields attention and awareness of one's connection to all of life, which yields acceptance because every part of life assists life in its desire to experience itself. Happiness is acceptance. Acceptance of each present occurring moment yields happiness. To the extent that we can or cannot accept, we are or are not happy. Peacefulness is often cited as happiness. There can be no peace without acceptance, however. Peace is often misunderstood as a concession for accepting being unhappy. Happiness is not to be strived for, but to be realized in any given moment. Life offers us contrast, so that we might experience and thus truly know what it means to exist. Acceptance is the barometer for knowing that we even exist. Life's amazing, inescapable design ensures us misery when we evaluate happiness in isolation, and it rewards us beyond description when compassionate reunion is the focus of individual thought, shared action, and shared reflection.